Welcome back. Well, she is part of the Today Show family, and after saying goodbye last year to study at Oxford University, Brooke Boney is back down under.
So posh, isn't it? Yes, our very own Brookie has just released her first book, all of it, and she joins us right now in the studio to tell us about it. You're too far away over there. We're just getting, get over here, woman. Oh, how are you?
Next to each other.
I'll let you two
You can come in too. You can come in too. How are you, darling?
Nice to see you too.
Hi, Brookie. So good to see you. Just seeing you walk in here earlier,
Yeah.
and the rock star reception you received. As soon as we threw to the ad break, it was just on you like flies on a you know what.
You
It
know
was
what
amazing.
it's like when we're a family. When you wake
Yeah.
up that early
So
together, there's like a camaraderie that you can't compare with anything else.
Did it feel a bit weird walking back into the studio though?
I just felt like I was back at work.
Yeah.
I went straight into the hair and makeup people, and I was just like, I'm like, no, wait, I don't work here anymore. Back to a bit professional. You're here to sell something. Come on.
You're here to sell something because this is such an achievement. I remember, talking to you when you were writing this book, Brooke, and
Yes.
here it is in hard copy. It's real.
It feels surreal. I mean, you know more than anyone how much of a slog it was, because
Yeah.
I would come to work on the Today Show in the morning, and then I would just go home and write all day and night, and I would spend all of the weekends just sort of researching and writing. And so it's a real labour of love, and half of it I'm reading now and I'm like, wait, did I write that?
Does that mean?
People asking me questions and I'm like, did I say that? Oh yeah, of course, yes, I did. But it's so personal, and to have everyone sort of reading it and experiencing it, it's pretty wonderful.
It takes like a certain bravery, I reckon, Brookie, to share that part of you as well with the public, right? I mean, it's, we're open to the public every single day. We're open to scrutiny and all of that. But this is something different. This isn't a job. This for you is your life.
I know, Says. I feel I'm absolutely packing it at the moment.
Nothing to worry
Have I
about.
overshared? What have I done? No. I think there's something that's quite liberating about sharing things like that. And I think, when and I've always said this anytime I've had some sort of big discussion about things, whether it's Aboriginal affairs or anything else, like if you're speaking from a place of truth and you believe what you're saying, then there's no other choice but to be brave.
Yeah.
Because you feel like you're compelled to say the things that you feel or that you think about things.
A lot of the things you delve into, obviously departing the Today Show as well, and how hard that was for you. Now that you've kind of removed from it, you come back here and all the memories come back. But what were those moments like, the build up to telling Sarah and Carl and all the gang?
Well, I remember calling Carl and Sarah. There's like a couple of days before we did it on telly.
I remember that phone
And every time you call someone and you're like, oh, you alone? Like, can I just chat to you about something? They think that you're either like sick or pregnant. Like, they're the only two options. No one's like,
Women our age always.
I know. Even when we were doing the announcement on the show, and I remember that as we were throwing to breaks, and they were like, we've got a surprise. And I was like, everyone is going to think either one or both of us is pregnant. It's like, surprise! Twins! But reading it again, like that first essay in the book, it makes me feel nervous, like I'm back in that moment. And it makes me feel a bit sick because it was such a huge decision to leave something that I loved so much and leave all of the people and, all of the routines that are familiar. I mean, you know what it's like. You get in, it's the same thing every day, and you get so close to the people who you're doing it with.
Yeah, 2 weeks with us and you'll never want to leave.
The countdown's been on tomorrow.
How quickly can I get out of here?
Mate.
But the issues that you touch on, you mentioned before about your Indigenous heritage, of course, but there's other things in there, when we were talking last year about your beautiful dogs and, what their passing meant to you, but also issues, I mean, we laughed a bit about pregnancy before, but fertility comes up in your book
Fertility
as well.
does. And, we did that wonderful story with Andrea Crothers about egg freezing. Yeah. And that was such a huge moment for me because it was about having like a bit of agency over something that feels so uncontrollable. Yeah. And I think all women should do it if they have the resources, they have the time and they have the support, because it is one of those things that just kind of sets you free a little bit.
Yeah.
The whole uni thing.
Yes, Oxford. Let's talk Oxford.
Yes.
I've been watching on your socials, just
I'm having the best time.
Loving it looks like so much fun.
It's so hard.
Is it freezing as well, right?
It's cold. Nobody told me, like, oh, everyone says, oh, it's cold, oh, the winters are really tough. But it's the darkness that gets you. It gets dark at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
I find that a bit depressing.
Why?
Yeah, it is
Why do
bad.
they live there? It's so weird.
Well, it's short term for you, right? It's
It
not
is,
forever.
Yeah. But
How is it going? Because you're not finished your course yet.
I've got one more term of sort of structured learning, and then I have a summer project, so I have to write my thesis over the summer. But it's wonderful. I mean, the moment when you don't get something, which actually happens for me quite a lot, and then you study harder and you're researching it more, and then it clicks for you. It's so special.
It's such a revelation, isn't it?
It is.
You feel like you've accomplished something.
Yeah.
What will you finish with?
What do you mean?
Back into uni. So what's
Do you know
the,
what
what's
this
the
is?
official
Can you hear
title
that?
of
That's
it?
my alarm. That's
what?
my new alarm time.
Stop it! That is such a
8:55.
tease.
It is actually. I'm not
Brookie,
even.
that's just cruel.
Sorry.
Why? You set your alarm for during the interview. I love that.
No, this is
didn't turn it
normal
off.
Wake up time now.
Oh, what?
Not 3:15.
She's just rubbing it in, Brace.
Oh, that's filthy. So is
That's what you don't miss, right?
No, I don't miss the wake ups.
No, not at all. So will you come back with an official certificate and all that sort of
Yes,
stuff?
my
great.
little cap and my
Well,
gown and
well,
my
nerding out.
How far away is that?
So I graduate in September.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, God, that's flown.
I mean, I've got a lot of assessments to do between now and then, so let's cross our fingers and toes and.
You still sound like you. I was expecting a bit more of socks.
Oh,
Really?
boy.
Imagine if I came back and had like a Cockney accent. I was like, hello, Governor. Hey, I'm back from England. Read your book. Give us a cup of tea, will you, love? Like,
Pretty good at that, actually.
that's how I speak when I'm over there.
Just to blend
Take in
in.
the culture.
Hey, do you reckon the producers, you've been there, are rapping us right now or saying keep going? What do you reckon they're saying?
I reckon they're saying wrap it. I think we should just stretch it out.
We should just keep going. Why don't you go to a break and we'll stay here on the couch? Yeah, okay. You can, of course, find Brooke's book, all of it, available right now, both in stores and online. Brooke Boney, everybody.
Yeah. You're an author, you're a student, and a legend as well. Congratulations
Brace.
to you. Stay with us more on Today, right after this short break. Woo!